And it's Ken Kreitzer for Cam Vets Media. We're at West Point for the last Army spring football practice of the year. The Black Knights will play their spring game at Michie Stadium. They're going to have a festive event for the game, and it's a great chance to come out and see the team coming together. Some of the players are going to be key contributors in the fall. Some of the young players that we've seen in spring practice stand out, and that's kind of one of the fun things about spring practice. Also kind of the early August practice is seeing the young players that are standing out and showing that they can play, make an effort, and be in the mix for key roles both on the offensive and defensive teams, but also on special teams. And coming out, you're going to see three quarterbacks. Bryson Daly seems to be the most likely starter going into the summer and the fall. He's played well, thrown the ball well, and you can see Army throwing the ball a lot more this year. It looks like they're using a shotgun quarterback position. And we talked to Jacoby Buchanan today, and he's even having to think about catching the ball. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little more wide open. But the heart is still going to be Army football, which is, make sure you can run the ball. And some of the players, Dwayne Coleman, the freshman, look very good. He's making all the plays, and he has the look of somebody who gets better every practice, every chance he gets to run the offense. He gets better, and also Alex Meredith, who came back to football after taking some time off, and he's shown he can play, can be a capable backup. But I don't think he's quite at the level of Bryson Daly and Dwayne Coleman, but we'll see. Some of the others we've seen. Hayden Reed's been getting on time at a fullback and making some plays, and Bill Casinas has been getting a little time at center, still third team, but he's over 300 pounds. We talked a little bit tonight with Mike Vitti about some of the players on the offensive line. Sam Barsick has had a very good spring, and Connor Finucane, Mike Vitti really pointed to as a leader of the offensive line. Eric Ford's looked very good on defense at outside linebacker. We've had some players making some catches. A lot of receiver candidates. Noah Short had a nice catch on Saturday's practice. And talked a little bit with Jabel Williams, the defensive back, who had a blocked a punt in one of the scrimmages. And as a playmaker, again, one of those players you can tell he's getting set for time on the field this fall. Max Domenico we talked to, he's played a lot of football. I couldn't believe he's only a sophomore now. He's going to be a junior. He's played a lot of football for Army. And, quite a few others. Tim Thurman has been just all over the field, number 21 at defensive back. I think he's had 3 interceptions that I've seen, and he deflected a pass out of bounds that broke up a play, and he is really looking good. And so quite a few others. Charlie Bennett's a kicker, made a 42-yard PAT. It was actually a field goal, but they made it 42 yards after a touchdown. And Jackson Philpotts at offensive line has played well. So Army's got options, but the key is quarterback position. We know there's going to be a couple of players coming in from the prep school and also from direct admission, but I can't imagine that going in right now, Bryson Daly or Dwayne Coleman wouldn't be the front runners for the job. And maybe Coach Monk will do something to get them both playing time, as he did last year. So it's going to be fun. The other side is, it's hard to replace Markel Broughton and Andre Carter. I mean, you had 2 really superlative players on the defense. So it's going to be different. And but we have Jacoby Buchanan back. We talked to Jacoby tonight. First time I'd seen him on the field. He's clear. See if he gets any time in on Friday night. He's down to 255. We were kidding him that he was putting on so much weight last year he could play tackle. But he's such a good guy, and glad to see him out there. And so he's lost a few pounds. You could tell right away. But what a good guy he is, and a good football player. He's done made so many plays for Army. How many third and fourth down plays has he converted? How many touchdowns has he made? So it's going to be fun. Come on out Friday night. It's going to start about 6:30, and they're going to have all sorts of festivities like a game day. They're going to have a parachute jump. They'll have music. They'll have concessions. And so it'll be a lot of fun, a chance for you to see how this 2023 Army football team is coming together. And it's going to be fun. They have a challenging schedule. We talked to Coach Munkin about it on Saturday. You know, they got that stretch in late September into October where they go at Syracuse, home to Boston College, home for Troy, and then go down to LSU. But this is going to be a very competitive football team, fun team to watch, as all the Army teams are. And so we'll see you Friday night. We'll have some reports before the game. Hopefully go live. Talk to some of the Army alumni who are going to be back for the game. Heard Mike Mayweather was going to be back as one of the honorary captains, and several others. So it's going to be a good, fun night of Army football here Friday night, Michie Stadium. And hopefully the weather's beautiful night tonight. Hopefully we keep this good weather going for the spring game for Army football. So from West Point, for CamVets Media, we cover cadets, midship, and the military and veterans proudly since 2008. This is Ken Kreitzer.